What's up, YouTube? This ain't no big Scooby-Doo mystery. Shedeur Sanders just doesn't look like Johnny Manziel. He doesn't look like Tim Tebow, and he doesn't look like Baker Mayfield. I mention these guys because two of those three of those guys exhibit over-the-top arrogance, and Tebow was a product that the NFL pushed. He couldn't even quarterback, but John Fox did such an incredible job when he was quarterbacking the Denver Broncos that they made him look like something. But he only made it in 3 years. And one of those years, he was doing special teams for the Jets and the Patriots. It was a laughing stock, and then they let him act like he could play baseball. So when people talk about, racially in the NFL, it's real. Baker Mayfield, remember how arrogant he was, and he was going to go to Cleveland and do all that? Well, how many football teams does he didn't play with now? And he's halfway just an average quarterback with Tampa Bay. We know he ain't no Tom Brady replacement, but they got him there. They got him there. I've watched his career. He ain't exactly memorable. That's why Odell Beckham left Cleveland. And Odell Beckham Sr. pointed out how Baker was missing those targets, but they still keep him a job. I wonder why. And of course, Money Man Johnny Manziel. Remember Money Man Johnny Manziel? Basically, he was a Vanilla Ice of quarterbacks in the sense that he was all a lot of hype. Vanilla Ice could dance. What could Johnny Manziel do? But anyway, Shedeur Sanders can't get drafted, can't get a chance. They're making a mockery of him. They're reminding him, this is what they think of you. This is a real diss track. We don't know nothing with draft picks. We don't know who's going to turn out right. But we do know there is privilege involved. We do know there is a double standard involved. We do know that being arrogant and cocky between black and white takes on a different meaning. We know that if you're black, and anything that they don't like can be used against you. That's right, it goes like that. And this is a prime example. You're going to tell me that Shedeur Sanders ain't as good as Baker Mayfield was and Johnny Manziel was? I know Tebow won a national title, but they had a better team. But look at where Colorado came from. Look at what they did. Look at what he was able to accomplish week in and week out. That's how Travis Hunter was able to become a Heisman Trophy winner. But Shedeur is paying a price because, it's not nepotism. It's not because of the last name. I still think that if his dad had gone into the NFL as a head coach, I think that would have smoothed some stuff out. But think about it, the New York Giants, and don't give me the tokenism of Jameson Winston and Russell Wilson, because those are stop two guys at this stage. They old and way, but Russell is washed and Jameson was never. But the point is, you know how it works at that good old boy network. Shedeur ain't gonna get a chance, and they're making this is a ritual and things that they do. It's a reminder. It's a reminder. It's a head scratcher because you can't possibly tell me that he doesn't deserve a chance when you didn't give in these other guys who I pointed out who didn't have exactly long-lasting careers, and Baker Mayfield still does, but it's kind of like by default he's really not that good. Don't no one looks to see Tampa Bay being no threat. Yeah, he may win a playoff game or two, but no one is worried about him because he's going to do Baker Mayfield things. But we know Tebow didn't pan out. They pretty much trained him on the job, and they knew he sucked. John Fox should have an award named after for getting something out of Tebow. And Johnny Manziel, you tell me there ain't a double standard. But that's what Shedeur Sanders is facing. Good old network, good old boy network at work. And they're making a mockery of him. Because I've seen cats who, white cats who did what he did and all that, but they didn't get called arrogant or smug or interviews or this and that. They got an opportunity. This speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. Sad part is when Trump is up there trying to say Shedeur should get a chance. Because that's crazy. Which you wouldn't think, but then you would think. But then when you think about Manziel, Baker Mayfield, and Tebow, you gotta kind of wonder, That's the sad part. But there's a lot going on here. And it is a good old boy system. And it is real. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like it. That membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. My peace.